Yo, what is up you guys? My name is legoletegamer and welcome back here guys to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. In today's video guys, what I have for you all is going to be the class setup to get the easiest nukes within this game. And the class setup that I'm talking about guys is the Kbar. Now honestly, the Kbar has to be one of my favorite guns within this game. I just absolutely love using this class setup that I'm about to show you guys, and I always pretty much keep it on every single one of my class setups. So anyway guys, if you do enjoyed this video, make sure guys do definitely drop a like, and if you guys want to see some more nuclear gameplays, all you guys have to do is tell me in the comment section down below, and you guys can suggest me any type of gun I should get a nuclear with. But anyway guys, let's go ahead and get straight on into the video. So you guys know, before I always get into my class setups, I always talk about the nuclear variant. So the nuclear variant I'm talking about today is going to be the Kbar Bunker Buster / the Igloo Buster. So let's talk about this variant. So of course, the first perk that it gives you is the nuclear. I'm sure that's pretty obvious, but the second perk that you get is Stockpile. Now Stockpile increases the ammo, period. That's all what it does, is it increases your ammo and it stacks with extended mags. Now this is honestly one of the strongest perks aside from Sharpshooter, but this is definitely a very good perk to run, especially because you're going for nuclears. I always tell you guys and emphasize how important it is in running extended mags. Now since it already stacks with extended mags, I don't have extended mags in my class setup. That's why I really love using this nuclear variant, because you do get a lot of ammunition to start with and you don't really have to put on extended mags. I would therefore preferably put on something like Dexterity so you can reload faster and still get your ammunition very quickly. But like I said guys, Stockpile is very good because it does allow you to kill multiple people and you don't really have to worry about reloading very instantly and very quickly. Now especially if you're a person like me, I reload pretty much constantly after each kill. It's kind of a bad habit to do, but that's pretty much how I am. So you guys can see that Stockpile definitely does help me out a lot, because you do start off with a lot of ammunition with that extended mags enhancement. So that's pretty much going to be the nuclear variant for this gun. Now let's get into this class setup guys. Honestly, this class setup is going to be good for any type of game mode. I mean, if you're playing team deathmatch, domination, free-for-all, this class setup just absolutely rips enemies, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this gun extremely overpowered. And I'm pretty much going to be calling this probably one of my favorite nuclear variants within this game. I just love using this gun. It's just very reliable, and this class setup just stays very consistent overall with any type of game mode that you're going to be playing. So I'll show you guys the class setup right now on screen. I'm using 4 attachments and 3 perks, so let's get into it. So the first attachment I run is the Elo sight. Honestly, the Elo sight is probably my favorite reticle sight within this game. It is definitely very accurate, and I can see that the Elo sight pretty much beats out any type of reticle within this game, like the red dot, the Trojan. It's just my choice of a reticle sight, and of course this can come up to personal preference. I just prefer the Elo sight because it does give you a bigger view of your vicinity, and you can just pretty much see a whole lot more with the Elo sight, and it just makes it a lot more easier when you're shooting people because it's a lot more accurate in my opinion. But like I said, that's all up to personal preference. You can switch this out for a red dot or a Trojan sight, whatever suits you guys, but honestly I do prefer the Elo sight because it does give you a bigger view of your surrounding area, so I do use the Elo. Now the next attachment I run is Quick Draw. Quick Draw is the #1 attachment you have to run in your class setups. I always tell you that guys that, but Quick Draw is going to allow you to outgun enemies. It's going to allow you to win more gunfights, and that's pretty much going to be the next attachment. Now of course the next attachment I run is Foregrip. That's pretty self-explanatory. You want to reduce the vertical recoil. Honestly, this gun doesn't have a lot of recoil, but it does definitely have a lot more recoil than the NV4 or the Volk or any type of other assault rifle within this game. I do definitely feel like the Kbar has a very high recoil, but usually it does stay pretty consistent when you're shooting at medium ranges and close range, but at longer ranges I can see the recoil going up a bit, so I do definitely recommend that you run Foregrip. It's definitely going to help you out to stay a lot more stable with the gun and just pretty much be a lot more on point. So that's going to be the next attachment. Now the last attachment I run is Stock. Now Stock, honestly guys, is my favorite attachment to use with an assault rifle. This is definitely a very good attachment, especially if you're a person like me, and I pretty much have a very versatile playstyle. I like jump shotting a lot, and honestly I've seen when I put Stock on, it just makes jump shotting a lot more crisp and a lot more smoother. It just allows me to be a lot more mobile when I'm doing that, and especially if you're a person who likes to strafe a lot, stock is definitely going to be a very beneficial attachment, and it's definitely going to help you to stay a lot more point on your enemies, and they're pretty much going to be having a harder time in shooting you because you're just pretty much running or walking around a lot more faster when you're using stock and when you're ADSing. So I do definitely recommend stock. Honestly, that's pretty much going to be the attachment setup for this gun. Now let's get into the perks that I'm using. I'm using my usual 3 perk setup. So anyway, the first perk that I run is dexterity. Dexterity is pretty obvious. I mean, you guys know that I love to rush a lot, and I love to play on the outskirts of the map. That's pretty much my kind of main key point that I like to do. So I do definitely recommend dexterity because it's going to allow you to reload faster, and therefore you can get your ammunition very quickly. And then for the next perk, I'm running scavenger. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I mean, you guys want to replenish ammo, especially if you're going to go for a nuclear with this gun. You definitely need to run scavenger in order to actually get your ammunition back. Now the last perk that I run is going to be hardline. Now hardline is honestly probably one of my favorite perks to run within this game. I love using hardline a lot because what it does is it allows you to get your score streaks faster. Now the usual score streak setup that I like using within this game is the UAV pack rat, the counter UAV roach, and the advanced UAV overseer. And the advanced UAV overseer is probably the most important score streak that I run, and therefore when I have hardline I can get it extremely quickly, and it's just a lot more beneficial because you can see exactly where enemies are positioned, and therefore I can set myself up exactly right. So I do definitely recommend that you run hardline because it is going to make yourself a lot more easier in getting your score streaks. And I am a person that loves to get my score streaks very quickly. So that's pretty much going to be the class setup for this gun. Honestly, guys, it's just an absolute slapper of a class setup. I do definitely have this class setup always on. I mean, it's definitely very good. I mean, you guys can see in this gameplay right here that I just absolutely shred the enemy team. And I do drop a juggernaut as well, guys, if I didn't mention that. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the class setup. Make sure, guys, do definitely drop a like for this nuclear that I got in this gameplay. If you guys want to see any other gun that I should get a nuclear with, just tell me down in the comment section down below. But that's pretty much going to be the end of the video, guys, and I'll see you all next time. God bless this nation. Peace out, guys. Peace.